Hey guys, Mike from GetVoIP.com, and welcome to our 14th installment of the show. I can't believe it's been that many so far. Today is December 25th. No, it's not. Today is January 25th, 2013, and even though it's 14 degrees outside here in New York, the news is hot. So let me warm up your chilly hearts with some big news in the VoIP industry. The first thing I want to talk about is Broadsoft licensing Spirit DSP, their mobile video engine. Now what this is going to do, basically, is going to endow mobile and PC engines with HD voice and video. As per the CTO of Broadsoft, it's going to, quote-unquote, radically change the communications experience. And I certainly believe him on that, considering Broadsoft has a ton of clients. They have 500 telecom service provider customers in more than 65 different countries. So you're going to see this trickle down to big providers like Nextiva, who I found out yesterday are actually powered by Broadsoft's operating system and APIs, which run their networks. So we're going to see this come out. It's pretty much out immediately, but we're going to see basically the benefits of it in the coming months. Next thing I want to get to is Polycom's fourth quarter financial growth, which they announced about 2 days ago, I'd say. You can check out the site for more detailed statistics, but naturally Polycom are going streaking, and this is going streaking in the sense that they've just been on a roll lately. Their revenue stream is up about 5% in all product categories as compared to last year, with a net revenue of about $353 million. About half of this revenue came from the Americas, 25% came from Europe, and 25% came from the Asia-Pacific region. These are really big numbers, indicating that Polycom is, as they say, a worldwide presence. So in comparison to 2011, the company is actually down about 9%, but this is not something to be alarmed about. It's really more or less with the trend of video, not video, but UC that's been dipping a little lately, and it's just been a slow turn of the year for pretty much every industry. So we saw a number of highlights at the end of last year in Q4, including real presence enhancements, collaboration server enhancements, VVX 600 solutions launched, the availability of HTX 3.1, the arrival of solutions that they announced on Strategy Day, like real presence, cloud access, software extensions for real presence, and other add-ons for public and private deployments. So the business models keep expanding, and Polycom is getting even better. So keep an eye on them in the coming year. They're going to certainly make some waves. The next piece of news is from Cisco. I actually have a few things from Cisco today, and I'm pretty much going to be red in the face talking about them, but they're really making some big strides to start off the year. Cisco has a rather complete learning network program. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but it's really a complete portal for anyone in the communications industry. And within this portal, they have anything from IT salaries to job opportunities, and they have a lot of training programs and certifications that you can get, and it's great to put that down on your resume. Cisco's a big name. So barring getting into too much detail, the former in what they're offering is the CCNA video, and the latter is going to be the Cisco VideoNet Specialist. So I'm just going to say the former is job role focused program. It's meaning you're already savvy and you're already in your field. You've been pretty much involved for years, and you just want to really enrich your skills, boost your VoIP repertoire, as it were. While the latter is a career prep program for AV techs, administrators, and installers. There's study bundles available for these programs, and even though they might seem a little pricey, you have to think of it in terms of going for a GMAT prep course and the benefits that will bring in time. So you can definitely check these out, and it'll make you some money in the long run, as you'll be a pioneering expert in your field. All these technologies are new, but Cisco clearly has a lock on them, and they can let you in on their secrets. So again, think of it as GMAT prep for video nerds. Make that money. The next thing I want to talk about is the FCC chairman made a big announcement. It's actually really ambitious. I don't know if it's going to come true. I hope it does. But, okay, so maybe Howard Stern dislikes the FCC, but I'm going to say that I really love what they're doing, especially for the VoIP industry. For us who are in the know, you really, really have to love it. They've been vocal, which pairs with their role as a communications commander. Commanders of communication, I should say. The regulations early on were really to protect consumers. I know people got a little nervous at first that the FCC were intervening in this technology that's ours. But really they've done a great job, and FCC Chairman Julius Janikowski has issued the Gigabit City Challenge, and he's calling on all 50 states in the United States to create at least a 1 gigabit community by the year 2015. That is, have networks that are powered by at least 1 gigabit, sort of like we saw in Kansas City with Google Fiber, which is ridiculous speed, and I wish I had that here. So this is really appropriate with the trend of creating a connected future in which we can all enjoy to drive economic growth, global competitiveness, and really give the United States a shot in the arm when it comes to internet service. So I've quoted Julius Janikowski as saying, "American economic history teaches a clear lesson about infrastructure. If we build it, they will come." Alright, well that was a considerably lame Field of Dreams reference. He said it, not me. But I really think this is a great initiative, and the program has created fiber networks and consequently jobs in places even like Tennessee, which attracted companies like Volkswagen and Amazon. It's actually made 3,700 job opportunities there. So it's a really bold move, like I said, but we'll see if it comes to fruition. The next piece of news is from Cisco again. Cisco have introduced Telehealth Health Presence 2.5. Now they've had some old packages with Health Presence, and they've come with really bulky hardware. This is released more or less with the expectation that you've already bought this hardware and it's only going to make it better. It's a purely software-driven telehealth collaboration initiative / boost. The program has been especially successful in that it's saving lives, actual lives, and it's great that this technology is sort of creeping its way into the health and medical fields. So the telehealth field, like I said, has also seen many talks concerned with increases in BYOD. That is, medical doctors and clinical staff are wanting to use their own devices, their mobile phones, their tablets. It's nice to just have everything with you as you're traveling around the hospital, and you don't have to sort of return to a certain station to get information. It's all in the cloud, and it comes right to you. So, barring procedures that actually require intervention with medical tools, such as surgeries, I really see this as being a fantastic thing and more or less a necessary implementation. It saves time, it saves money, and most of all, it's saving people's lives. So I broke my arm once and I had to see about 5 or 6 different doctors, including a specialist, and travel to different towns. And it would have been nice if they had this sort of communication then, but it was actually a while ago that this happened, so this wasn't even a whisper at the time. So again, there's clearly cases where this technology would be appropriate and where it would be inappropriate. You get the notion. So Dr. William Kennedy, who is the chief of pediatric urology at Lucile Packard Children's Hospital, has been really vocal, and he's been part of an initiative from Cisco to sort of launch this solution within that clinic, within that institution. So it's a perfect innovation for the future, and again, I really hope that more hospitals and institutions really take to it. Not because I'm an advocate for the technology, but because more or less it works. And the last thing I want to talk about is 8x8 have launched their award-winning VoIP service in good old Canada. Our neighbors to the north are now going to be enjoying 8x8 service. It's part of 8x8's global expansion initiative. It comes with HD voice, Virtual Office Mobile, which is personally one of my favorites. I think it's the best mobile client. I'm not supposed to be biased, but I really have to throw that in there. And it's going to have unlimited extension and everything else, all the bells and whistles that everybody here enjoys with 8x8. The thing is, 8x8 are going to have to naturally play by Canadian rules, pay Canadian taxes, and follow their communications structure, as it were. So 8x8 recently named a market leader in UCaaS by Gartner. I feel like I mention that every show, but that was a really big award for them and a clear indication that they're doing the right thing and they're sort of pushing forward to bigger sectors of the market, and they're just expanding in a way that's astronomical and ridiculous. It's pretty amazing how they're dazzling the VoIP industry, and they really have a solid lock on things. So I'm going to take it their Virtual Office Pro solution will be the biggest hit, as it's been here in Canada. As far as pricing, I got in touch with them and I couldn't really get any distinct pricing from them, but they did tell me more or less with Canadian conversion that it will equate to the cost of service here in America. So that's going to wrap up the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I cannot wait to go down to the IT Expo in Miami. Like I said, it is freezing outside, and I've really had enough. But anyway, We're going to be bringing you guys live coverage from the IT Expo, so you can tune in next week. We're going to have our own section and blog for it, and I can't wait to check out some of the new innovations and sort of fraternize with everybody else in the industry and hang out for a bit. Get a little break from New York, most of all. So that'll be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This has been Mike from GetVoIP.com.